I should have known that this was going to leak out. It's why I'm stressed. It's why I'm losing sleep at night. It is why my relationship with my girlfriend is suffering. It is why I am a shell of a man, on top of the fact that I cannot find Charlotte. But fine. You know that I'm not her father. You know your son is, and you're a grandma. What do I do to keep this a secret? I don't know you well, but you know me well enough with the poison and all of that, right? I think I know enough about you from what people say. And a predominant thing that a lot of people say, aside from you being boring or controlling, whatever, is that you're naive. But I don't think that you're too naive to understand that when paternity tests are involved, the results are never kept secret. I know that. I know that when it comes to these paternity tests, there are no keeping the cat in the bag. I may be infertile for all I know. You're a woman with 2 children, 3 children, right? You know what it's like to carry a child for 9 months. Have that bond. I don't know what that's like. But I was there by Miranda's, your former daughter-in-law's side. And I felt every moment of it. I was at every prenatal. She had to beg me to not go to them and stop missing work. I was in that delivery room when Miranda almost died. I held Charlotte. I took care of her. She is my daughter. I can't let this get out. I can't lose her because I may never have a child of my own ever again, and I know that. I don't have a lot of sympathy there with the infertility stuff because there are a lot of children out there who need homes, who need adoption. I'm not going to adopt because I love Charlotte. I can't engender that in another child. I can't just make that up. You take this away from me and I have nothing. Charlotte gave me an identity back after I lost it in my relationship with Miranda. I have been beaten down by my own father, my own family, every relationship I've ever been in. Charlotte was my purpose. She was everything to me. And every day I look for her. I turn over every goddamn stone there is. I follow every goddamn lead there is. I have torn my hair out. I have cried myself to sleep when Tiffany goes to sleep. And I have hushed my tears. I am a wreck because of this baby, who's not even a baby anymore. You can't take this from me. I understand you lost a grandson. I know how bad you want to be a grandma, and I know it's wrong to keep it from your son. But if you give this to your son and yourself, you are killing a man in the process. Well, I've heard what you said. But even before hearing that, I have good news for you. To an extent. It's however you want to perceive it. I am not telling anyone about those paternity test results. Although they were a shock to my system and a bit of a euphoric rush, finding out that I do have a grandchild out there. I have learned through grief that there is no place for greed. God has blessed me with a grandchild. So I'm not going to spill the beans and expect more than what I have. And why not? Why didn't you run to your son the second you heard this news? Why didn't you go order some paternity test to prove it again? And why didn't you go hunt down Miranda? Why are you okay with keeping this a secret when you can be a grandma again and have some form of happiness on your birthday, next Mother's Day? Because I am a grandma, and in the past I have made great mistakes in being a grandmother in terms of being greedy, expecting them on every holiday, expecting them on every birthday, expecting them on just when I'm in the mood to see them. I cherish the fact that I'm a grandma. That is enough for me because I know what it's like to be one and have it taken away from you. So the fact that Charlotte's out there, unlike you, who needs your daughter in your hand, I am just satisfied with knowing that I am a grandma again. But also, I don't think it's in my son's best interest to know that she is his daughter. In the state of mind that he's in, he has a new relationship, a new career, a new life. The last thing that I want is to ruin that. It's to upset the flow of things. He needs to start over, not take 2 steps back. That can't be it, though. That can't be it. What else? The other thing is Miranda. We are on good terms, I guess, but I am finally free of her in my family. And Melissa is a daughter to me at times. I don't want Miranda coming back. I don't want there to be any reason why she comes back to this town or Joey goes to her, moves away. You get what I mean? You can feel free to go chase after your daughter and Miranda, but please, I beg of you, do not bring them back here to Serafina town. That's why I will not tell my son, because the second he finds out that he is a father to Charlotte and has that connection to Miranda again, he is going to put skates on his feet and be gone. Okay? So we have common ground here. My uncle knew about this as well, and he has kept a secret to me as a gift. And now you have your reason why you don't want your son to know he has a daughter. And I have my reason. You are nothing to me in terms of blood. You have no allegiance, you don't owe me a single thing. Well, scratch that. I gave you a piece of evidence that gave you the proof of who killed your grandson. I gave you that. I didn't need to. Look at that as a favor. So maybe you could just do this favor for me. Please, keep my secret. I hope you're not trying to blackmail me because I do not take kindly to that. No, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I'm just trying to point something out. I helped you. And I'm just looking for some help in return. Okay, agreed, but you also have to realize that me keeping this from Joey paints me in a bad light as a mother. And I really can't have him finding out that I am keeping this secret from him. Your son will never find out that you know. I will never tell a single soul. My uncle doesn't know that you know. Nobody does but you and Salvatore in hell. So, do we have a deal? Okay. Then this secret will stay in my vault. And I wish you luck in finding your daughter. But you are to not bring up paternity tests again. You are to not disrupt my family. And you are to keep your uncle away from it as well, till I can find him myself. Understood. Thank you. I'm sure your karma will pay off.